Hey guys, it's Rachel Youngson here from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. We are here with our weekly PLR Power Hour. This is a chance when you can carve out an hour of your time to work on your PLR, ask questions about using your PLR, get resources on your PLR, and pretty much anything else that you need to have done. The best thing that we do here, though, is we showcase our business, who we are and what we do, so that you can connect with others and have a chance to get your message out there. So Greg says, hi, Jen. All right, guys. So before we get, well, actually, I'll just go ahead and do the chat today. But I did want to let you guys know that before we wrap up today, I do have a sneak peek at our newest release over at Whole Food PLR. And I also have a sneak peek at a journal that will guide you step by step through your PLR, which is free. So I'll make sure that you guys get that. All right. That's right, Greg. Greg says, woohoo, sneak peek. See, that's Greg is here like early all the time. So he's, yeah, I might not even show it to anybody else. I might just show it to you guys. All right, so Greg, did you have anything did you want to talk today, Greg? I think you might, but totally up to you. Just go ahead and let me know in the chat if you do. Okay, great. I'll go ahead and unmute you. Hey, Carol, hope you're doing good today. Good to see you. All right, Greg, how are you? Let me unmute you again. How are you, Greg?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
okay.
I can.
All right. I just wanted to be sure because I noticed that my volume was a little lower than I usually have it. So, all right. So I hear that you're doing something pretty exciting this week, which is pretty cool. Would you like to tell everybody about it?
I'm just working on sort of a freebie, like a giveaway. So I'm just getting ready I'm getting that document prepared and trying to navigate getting it put up on the website and having it ready to go so that I can submit everything sort of as one big package so that it's ready and can be entered. And that way I'm just hoping to be able to expand my contact list.
Yeah, I think that now, so when we say giveaway, just so I'm on the same page, are we talking like a giveaway on your website, or are we talking about like one of the bigger giveaways that people do and it's kind of a collective?
It's one of those collectives.
Great. So if you would like to, when everything is done, please feel free to shoot me that link and we can get it out there on our channels as well, so that maybe it'll get it a little bit more visibility.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's provided they accept my document.
Yeah, I have a feeling they will, but yeah, if everything goes smoothly. But that's really exciting. Is this the first one that you've done like this?
Of this type, yes. I've done a couple of these other giveaways that are, I guess I'm not too familiar with them, but where they get everybody to participate in providing a document, or I guess like a lost leader type of document that you provide that may get people to sign up, and you give the document away and then you can email them with further information, I suppose. But they've been a bit different, whereas this, in a sense, is more of a group of people coming together that are, I guess, providing a bunch of different things. So some are providing a course, some are providing a document, some are providing, I guess, like a service that maybe they can do online or something of that nature.
Yeah, I've done those. I've done some of those before. So like I've done some that were exclusively for the health niche, but I've done others that were, like you say, so it's a little bit of everything, kind of.
Yeah.
But that's really great though. That's really exciting. And just having like just knowing that all of those folks are promoting the same thing that you're, I assume going to be promoting too. It's really cool. Jen says she is in 2 of those this month, and she says they're terrific for list building. You are absolutely right, Jen.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So, and I've had great luck list building with those too. The only thing that I had some, like when I did the giveaway, everybody went over to Aweber, which is where my list, where I generate my emails from. A lot of them weren't buyers. Like, I was told a long time ago, there's a difference between people who are buyers on your list and people who are, reading your list and potential future buyers and, still building up that know, like, trust and all that. So maybe even maybe even give them some more free stuff if you feel like you want to, once you have them on your list, to try to slowly get them to be like, gosh, if Greg ever asks me to pay for something, then I'm definitely going to do that because he gives me so much stuff.
That's sort of my plan. Yeah.
That's great. That's a smart plan, Greg. Well, yeah. So please let me know. Shoot me an email if you want us to talk about it in our emails. We'll totally do that. I'm really excited for you. That's pretty cool. You're welcome. Miss Carol says that she is going to be lurking today. Totally okay, Carol. I hope you're having a good chance to work on some of your stuff today. Can't wait to see what awesomeness you're creating today. Yeah, Jen says that when you do giveaways, you want to what kind of people you get on your list really depends on what kind of a giveaway you're doing, which is what we were saying, and it depends on how you nurture them after the fact. Totally true. Kim, good morning. Hello. Hope you're doing good today. Jen, did you want to talk today? Hello, Laura. Good afternoon. It's good to see you today. All right, Jen, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you, my friend. And guys, before I do that real quick, for anyone who is just coming in, just to let you guys know, today, as kind of a special thing for you guys, we have a preview of our latest pack over at Whole Food PLR. And we also have a free PLR journal that we created, and I'm thinking that I might give it to you guys for being here today. So I'll give you a walkthrough of that, and then we'll kind of figure out how I can get it to you guys. Angel, good to see you, ma'am. All right, guys. So Jen, I am unmuting you now. Angel, you and I need to talk to you about your Kartra. So if I don't get a chance to talk to you before the call ends, know that I'll be emailing you. Okay, Miss Jen, how are you? Sorry about that.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah, Angel, she's going to contact you.
Yes, ma'am. See, because you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to start talking, and then I'm just going to forget. And then I'm going to, I don't know, it's just going to turn into a disaster.
Well, yeah, I totally, yeah.
So do you have any fun journal releases for us this week?
Actually, yeah, I am actually setting up the sales page for the newest pack that I have to release. I didn't do like a big promotion on this one or anything, but it should be ready today or tomorrow probably, and it's budget and finance stuff. So,
oh, that's great.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few people ask if anybody has it, and a lot of the journal and planner creators, people that I know of, don't. So it's something that I started working on a while back, and it's something that I'm a little bit passionate about anyway, just because of my history and my background. So I figured it was kind of a natural next release for me. And then let me see what else. I've been putting a whole bunch more stuff up on Amazon's KDP. So I actually have like real life, touchable, holdable, write-inable planners and journals that are on there. That's been interesting. That's like a whole different animal. There's a lot of stuff you got to learn in order to get it done right. So that's been fun. And then I am taking my family on vacation Saturday for about 5 days.
Oh, that sounds great.
It's going to be totally fun. And it's actually a really funny story. If we got a minute, I'll tell it.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So a long time ago, I used to run a website and a podcast all about special needs kids, because anybody who's familiar with me knows that my youngest daughter has autism and a few other things. And so I started a podcast, and there was a lady that was a guest. She had written a book. It was kind of a kid's book, maybe more of a like preteen book, about a girl who had cerebral palsy. And it was kind of loosely based on her life story because she has it too. So we got kind of friendly online, not super duper friendly. And then we hadn't talked in a long time, probably several years. But a year ago, we were getting ready to go on our first trip to Disneyland, my youngest daughter and I. So I was talking about it on Facebook, and Sally, that's the name of this lady, she contacted me and she said, "Oh my God, you're going to be in California. We have to meet. You should come stay with us for a couple of days." And I was like, "Oh my God, I don't really know this lady in person, but she's just always seemed like the best lady ever." So I kind of took a leap, and I was like, well, you know what? Okay. They live actually closer to San Diego, and she and her wife, they've been together for, I don't know, like 20 something years.
Wow,
have raised a family together. They are just the nicest people. She's probably my mom's age, so she's in her 60s. Her wife is a little bit younger, in her 50s. They drove from San Diego all the way up to Anaheim and picked us up, my daughter and I, and drove us all the way back down to where they live, and we stayed with them for 2 or 3 days, and they're just the most awesome people ever. She didn't want us to go home, but what makes it funny is we were both talking about it, and she said, when they finally got there, I said, "You're not going to murder us, right?"
That would be me.
Yeah, you're not like some kind of crazy people that we don't know about. And she was like, "Well, I could ask you the same thing." So but it was so sad to see us go. She's like, "You guys have to come back." And I said, "Well, what about over spring break?" And she said, "Yes, bring everybody." So I'm taking my oldest daughter and her boyfriend. They're coming down from Kansas City on Saturday morning. And I'm taking myself and Nova and my mom and my boyfriend. And we're all going to go for about 5 days and hang out with them. They have just a gorgeous house with a beautiful backyard. And I'm so looking forward to it.
That is amazing. I love, like, when you were saying like San Diego and Anaheim, my sister lives in San Diego, and we went to, I guess Disneyland is in Anaheim.
Yeah.
So I know it's a nice little trek. So.
It is. It was, okay, so after we stayed with them for 2 days, they drove us all the way back up to LA because we were going to go to Universal for a day before we came home. So they drove probably a total of 4 or 5 hours between picking us up and taking us to their house and then taking us back up there. But Sally was like, we were staying at an Airbnb in LA, and she said, "We are not leaving you until we check the place out and make sure you're safe." They're just so sweet.
Aww. Oh, those are the kind of people who become friends for life. Like,
Absolutely. Well, like
yeah.
I said, we've already known each other for, over 10 years, and we both just kind of took a chance that we were okay people. And, I like to do that kind of stuff, but I'm also pretty wary because of, the type of stuff that my kiddo deals with. So I'm
Yeah.
really glad I took that chance, though.
Wow. That's a really cool story. Um, Also, before I forget, the budgeting that you're doing, the
Yeah.
budgeting planner, do you know of any other PLR providers who you might be able to reach out to for that? Because,
Um, yeah, I do actually. And some of their stuff is, um, like I use some of their stuff kind of to guide me in making some of these things. So, April Lamar has some good stuff, like on self finance, and then I'm thinking it's Piggy Makes Bank.
yes,
They have like a business one, and I didn't include business stuff in this one, but I think I will make another pack for that.
I was going to mention that if you hadn't worked with them before, they have that finance pack, and um, I would bet that, they would be a really great affiliate for you, when you guys do work together.
Yeah, I reached out to one of them a while back, and I'm not sure that I've heard from them, so I may follow up with them on this.
Okay, well, you know the drill. If you need me to help you with those connections in any way, just let me know.
Yeah, I totally appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, no problem. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute you, my friend. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there. Miss Angel, are you able to talk today? Or did you want to talk today?
Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. How are you, sweetie?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you earlier. It's not like a teacher, like, it's not like a going to the principal moment. I was actually just like, I was in Kelly's group this morning, the Momentum group, and I had seen a post about somebody who uses Kartra, and I was like, Angela uses Kartra, and I like followed the post, and I was like, I really want to learn more about that, but I'm not going to learn more about that from anyone other than Angel because I know she uses it. So,
that means a lot to me because I'm not going to name any names, but there's a person who runs a fairly, I don't want to give too many details, but there's a peer among us who has something, and so basically she had asked about Kartra. I can't give details because you all know who it is.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, she had asked me about Kartra, and in the groups that she has, I did a demonstration where I went live, and I just kind of did it behind the scenes or whatever, and kind of showed just like a few hacks. The biggest hack really is the membership site, because you can get the cheapest plan and actually get unlimited like membership sites or hosting like your courses and stuff. And I was like showing them how to do that. And then the person signed up for it, but then they didn't use my affiliate link, but then they like started promoting it to all their people using their, and it's fine because I, as you can tell, I'm not huge on always pushing my affiliate or even creating them, but it's just because that person was pretty much an affiliate expert, I was, it would have been thoughtful of her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's thoughtful of you. But either way, even if you don't use mine, I'm happy to share the pros and cons and, anything you want to see.
Yeah, I definitely want to have a conversation with you. So I'll either be sending you an email so we can maybe do a screen share in my meeting room, if that's okay, or whatever works for you. But yeah, I didn't want to, it looked interesting enough that I was like, possibly, and then I was like, I'm not going any further though, because I know that you do it, so I kind of trust you. So, okay, ma'am. So now that I went and scared you for today, how is your week going?
My week is going really well. I took yesterday off and joined a fitness center.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's called Lifetime. I don't know if they have it where you all are, but it's it's really kind of resort style, and I feel like I could go and spend the whole day there, which is good for me because I need that to draw me to a fitness center. So
I am so with you. It's so funny you said that because I'm a member of Planet Fitness, and they have like a black card. You pay like extra a month to do it, but you get like massage chairs and suntan bed and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, this is what I needed to be motivated to go to the gym because otherwise I just don't want to do it.
The perks, I'm just saying, the perks matter.
Yeah, they really do. So great. That's really good for you.
Thank you. And then on the business front, I may sound like a baby if someone is somewhere colder, but in Texas, it is in the 40s. And so to me, that's like below freezing. And I didn't want to leave the house. So I went to my favorite restaurant. That's kind of like a hack for getting myself out of the house to work instead of snuggling in bed. And I did my first live since my procedure. So I was excited that I did what I set out to do.
Good job, Angel. And you know, I just have to say, I know that it's a real sacrifice to go out there when you know you're cold because I know I said it before, but my sister who lives in San Diego, like I live in Maryland. So anytime she comes, this is where she grew up. Anytime she comes home, she's freezing. And it doesn't even really matter like what time of the year it is. She's always like throwing on clothes because she's just so used to that climate. So I understand. Like 40 for you is probably like negative 20 for me. I get it. So lots of cool stuff going on for you today, Miss Angel. I am wondering, so when you did your live, was this you live for other folks, or was this like a webinar type of situation like we do here, or?
It was a live for other people. So I did a Facebook Live on my personal page where I just kind of gave, and I made it only viewable to friends. I gave them kind of an update on where I am with health-wise and like what's going on in my business. And then I did, thanks for understanding, Greg. And then I did a Facebook Live publicly on my business page where I gave you kind of 3 questions to ask yourself to know if you're running your business like a hobby or not.
Good job. And you know, that's a great topic too, the running the business like a hobby. Mm-hmm. My accountant used to say to me like the first couple of years, she was like, you know, after X amount of time, the IRS is expecting you to be able to show profit. And she's like, they really want to know if you're doing it for grins and giggles or if you're, you know, really doing it. So that's a really great topic because I know like for me, it was like, well, am I doing it for grins and giggles? I mean, am I just doing it so I have some target money? I don't know. So I think that's really insightful to do something like that with your folks. Well, I am really glad that things are doing great for you on the personal front. That's really exciting to hear that you're getting your groove back, so to speak.
Thank you. Working on it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Did you want to share your business page today, or did you want us to share? If you share it here, then I'd like to share it in the email following this, but it's totally your call. If you think it would help anybody, though, and you want to share it, then please just throw it in the chat, and we'll grab the link and share it with everybody on our end.
I will do that. Thank you.
Sure. And I will shoot you an email after we end here today. Did you want to talk about anything else today, Miss Angel?
Oh, no, that was all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Sorry, I know I'm a little bit distracted today. I've got my teens here today. So it's like anytime that my phone buzzes, I have to check check in there to make sure that there's nothing that I need to run for. So thank you, Angel. So I have, all right, so I went ahead and grabbed that, and we will share that in tomorrow's email for anyone who is oh, Christian entrepreneurship. That is great, Angel, for anyone who's interested. Okay, so moving right on down the list. Miss Kim, did you want to talk today? If you want to lurk, it's totally okay. Just let me know in the chat box if you could. Lurking? Okay, no worries, Kim. Hope you're doing good. And Laura, did you want to talk today, Laura? If you don't, it's totally okay. Sometimes folks come just to lurk, and that's okay. Oh, cool. Well, welcome, Laura. I'm glad to have you here today. So essentially, what we do here is we answer questions about using PLR, and we try to make sure that everyone who's buying PLR is putting it to use. We also talk about like resources and things like that of PLR sellers that you can trust. And so if there's anything you need, feel free to let me know. If you think of any questions at all, anytime, feel free to reach out to me personally at rachel@useplr.com. I know I'm not going to ask you to talk or anything, but if you don't mind, could you let me know if you're newer to using PLR or if you already use it? And the only reason I ask is because we do have some resources that are free that might point you in the right direction, and I want to make sure that I get you those links if you need them. Okay. All right, Miss Laura, no worries. So, all right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen today, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff. Before I do, Laura, I'm going to share my website, and I'm going to show you where to find some free guides that will help you start using your PLR fast. So let me go ahead and pull all that up for you. Angel says, welcome, Laura. Greg says, welcome, Laura. We are really happy to have you here today, Laura. And if you do ever get to the point where you come and you do want to talk at some point, that's totally okay. There are folks, though, who decide to come every week just so that they have that hour carved out to do nothing but work on their PLR. So over here is our site. It's useplr.com. And if you scroll down, you can bypass all this. Over here, the PLR quick tips. These are free tips from other folks who create PLR on how to implement PLR. Especially right here, this like 5-day mini course is really good. All this is free. Also, we have on the far right-hand side, we have some free reports that you can use. PLR to social media images, of course, will help you. Pretty self-explanatory. Walks you through like free tools that I use to create social media images. PLR articles. This one's a really good one. Using free PLR to grow your business. I really recommend it for anyone who is trying out a PLR provider for the first time. Instagram and PLR profit report. And again, all those are free. So not a sermon, just a thought. If any of them can be of use to you, please feel free to use them how you see fit. Okay, guys. So one thing that we have today is, well, we have two fun things today. And the first is a preview of what we're doing over Whole Food PLR. So the other week, we were talking about Thrive themes. And I had mentioned that I do use Thrive themes on some of my stuff, and that for me it's pretty cost effective and easy to use. So we have updated one of our packs over here, and you don't want to buy it today because all the files aren't there yet. This is, but my coach told me a few weeks ago that our $27 packs can now become $47 packs because of the quality of the work that we're putting out. So it's a really exciting thing to be told. It's a really exciting time for a business to hear something like that. You know, like, yes, it is time to raise your prices. Yes, it is time to, you know, you have that kind of authority right now to raise what you do. So we went ahead and we made our Paleo for Beginners pack. And I just wanted to show you guys what we're doing here for two reasons. First of all, if you are in the health niche, this pack might suit you. But primarily, I wanted you to, we have some instructions on using it at the bottom here. And I wanted to kind of walk you guys through that in case you needed that, or that could be of help to you in your own businesses. So we have, of course, our articles, and then we have these steps here. So first step, of course, is adding your articles to your email series. We have a report. This is what you're going to do with the report. Resource page and about me page, super important. Jen says that cover, yes, isn't that great? And it's so funny, like when you're doing paleo, of course you don't want any grains. So it's it was a bit of a fun day trying to find an image that worked for the paleo niche. So these are and we have the things here that you want to do if you have a report. And of course, you want to upload it into your website as a PDF. We also have updated our opt-in page over here. And so this you should be able to copy and paste. And you can also use Elementor, which we've talked about before, for that. And we have the links and stuff for that here. Now, this is the step that I feel like a lot of people miss. And this is a really important step. Figuring out your profit plan. So with any piece of PLR that you get, it's really important to kind of sit down and say, okay, well, what am I going to do with this? How is this going to put money in my pocket? Where am I going to take this from here? And that's why a profit plan is really, really important, because it's one thing to get everything up and out there, but you want to kind of know how they all are going to tie together, how they're all going to work together. And of course, you want to plan for how it's all going to come back and serve you in your business. So that's where the profit plan comes in handy. And we've got, again, we're going to give you information on that today. This is how to use your social media images. And then some people do checklists. Not everybody does, but checklists are an easy way to recap what you already have in your report, and also B, give people a quick step-by-step of what they need to do. So for instance, I hate to read like long reports, long ebooks, but I'll sure take a checklist and just go on through it and not pay attention to anything else. So if you have a report, then turning it into a checklist of what they need to do is a really simple way to add something else to your report, but also help your readers to get started quickly. So we have two checklists over here. All right, now here's where it gets really fun. So what we're doing is we have everything, we're going to start including over at Whole Food PLR, everything that you're going to need for your PLR success. Hold on just one second, guys. So Jen's asking a good question. So she says that she has some traffic coming to her low-carb diabetic site. Maybe a checklist would be a good opt-in. Yes, Jen, I think that's a great idea, because they're so quick and easy to make, and they take no time for you, but they're also something for them, you know. And even if you wanted to just like take, I don't know, take some of the content that you've already got on your site and just put it all into a like step-by-step checklist, that's still something that people might want. It's kind of like people like things that are put in their face rather than searching for things. So I think that's a great idea. And if you need any ideas or you want to brainstorm about that, please feel free to let me know. We can totally do that. All right, guys, so here's where it gets exciting. So we have a PLR Success Steps journal that we created. And you guys are going to get a copy of this. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to make sure you guys get a copy of this for being here today live. What this is it's a personal use only journal, but it's going to outline all of the steps that you need with a PLR pack. And it's got journal pages in here too, so that you can actually print this out and create your profit plan, create your steps, make mental note, make physical notes of what you're going to do. And of course, since you're going to have this in a PDF, you can use it over and over and over as many times as you need to. So we got that and a profit report. So you'll be able to profit from your PLR, social media images, free gift, and using PLR articles. So that's what we've got going on. We did all this with Thrive Themes. This is going to be officially a $47 product, but we're definitely going to launch that likely at $27. And Greg says, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Carol says it looks great. Thank you for your generosity. Oh, Carol, you know what? It makes me really happy to do this kind of stuff for you guys, because I know that coming live is a lot. It's so easy to just listen to the replay. And so I do want to make sure that you folks who are here live get something for that. Angel says, thank you. You're more than welcome, Miss Angel. So let's do this. I am going to throw my email address in the chat box, because chat box doesn't show on the replay, and I don't really want everybody to know to get access to it if they weren't here live. I don't think that's very fair. It's not saying that I won't give it to them later. It's just saying I'll give it to you guys a couple days before anybody else gets it, just to kind of say, hey, thank you. So my email is in the chat box. If you guys can just shoot me an email after this, just say, hey, I'm looking for my stuff, and I will send that right over to you. So I can go ahead and show you guys this journal. As well. So let me grab that so I can show you exactly what it looks like an up close and personal kind of thing. Oh, geez, I think I just lost my unzipped file. Well, I'll find that. That's great. That's fun. I've been, for those of you who don't know, I've been dealing with like computer issues for like a week or two now, and I'm kind of like, I've been looking at QVC and I've been looking at Best Buy, and I've been thinking, you know, maybe it's time to retire this one, go for another one. Then there's this other part of me that's like, but the other ones that I want are like $1,500. So maybe I should be responsible. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But this is what you guys are going to get today. It's your PLR success steps. It's got everything you need here. This is your notes before you begin. It tells you exactly what you need to do with this to maximize your ability to use it. And of course, the guide itself is only like 20 pages. So you could even, like if you printed it double-sided, it would be like 10 pages or even 5 pages, depending on what you did. And that way you can just kind of keep using it over and over and over again. So yeah, so then it's just going to list all your steps for you in more detail. Best Buy Open Box, Angel says, can be a good money saver. She says that she just bought a MacBook, a $12.99 MacBook for $7.79 because you ordered the Open Box. Where the heck did you find the Open Box? Like, do you find that in the store? Or do you like, is there like a secret website I don't know about? Or am I just, because my fear is, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to wind up wiping this computer. So that makes me sad, but it's also like, if I have to go through the headache of wiping this computer, then I kind of want some kind of reward for that. Your MacBook Pro wasn't working right. Oh, okay, on their website. Thank you, Miss Angel. I will have to look at that. I'm going to make a note for myself right now. So yeah, so this will have all the links that you guys need in here. And if you guys like this, please let me know. If you wouldn't mind replying to the email after you've had a chance to look at it and maybe use it. Because what I'd really love is, while we're on the subject, to I'd really love to like have some more testimonials too as part of this like growth process that we're doing. I'd like some testimonials that I could use on both my used PLR and Whole Food PLR sites for different things. So
I have a quick question.
hey, yeah, sure, go ahead.
At first, I wasn't going to email you because I didn't think it was for me. But I'm happy to go through something to give you a testimonial. I feel like it's the least I can do. Is this, you said this is for personal use? I tend to stay away from things that are for personal use because I don't want to accidentally do something wrong. But this means that this is for me to use as a customer, right? Not like this is not something you resell. I just want to be sure so I understand what this is.
Yes, this is essentially, you'll be getting a PLR bundle. And in addition to that bundle, you'll get personal use products that will help you put the PLR to use. So yes, it's not something you can share, but it is like a personal journal for yourself that you can.
Okay. Great. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want a video or just like a copy, a text testimonial?
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, video or text. Either is great. That's really sweet, Angel. Thank you.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Because what I'd love to do is I'm trying to gather testimonials for both of the sites because I'm trying to kind of overhaul both of them. Well, that's the overall goal. But so yeah, thank you very much, Angel. I appreciate that. Okay, guys. So there's a bit of an open box discussion going on here too. Kim says that sometimes you can grab the models for a discount. Angel says that if you have any concerns about the open box, they do have a warranty, which is good, which is really good. That's great. Well, thank you, Miss. That's like, I'm so excited now that I get to go try that. Okay, well, do you guys have any, like, if you guys wouldn't mind, do you have anything that you want me to share with everybody, with the group? If you don't, that's okay. I'll throw myself in the hot seat and I'll say, hey, give me some critiques if you want on my website, on my page, but okay, good. Looks like everybody is good. All right, guys. So did you, just out of curiosity, did you guys have is there anything on this that you guys think that I should tweak or adjust, or that you're just not a fan of? I'm not saying that I would necessarily jump and make all the changes because everything I do does go through my business coach, but I definitely want to hear it, and I definitely would love to, you know, it's definitely something that I'd put in for consideration and try to see if I could accommodate.
Am I looking at what the clients will see, or is this like a document?
This is what the customers will see. This is what the customers will see. I can maybe shrink it a little bit, but I'm not sure. What
I do like is the social media images. I'm on PLR hiatus right now. I mean, with buying it now, I'm just implementing it because I bought so much last year. But when I was buying, if something included images, I'm like, oh, yes, because you know what I mean? It just makes it so much easier to promote or pop in, or just, you know, all you do is add some white space under those images, and now you have a cover for an ebook or something. So I definitely like, I like how much is included with it. When I was in my days, you know, I have so much now, but I do really like the social media images that are included.
Well, thank you, Miss Angel. I appreciate that. Is there anything that you're not a fan of? And please feel free to be blunt.
Would you mind scrolling to the top? So I kind of thought this was a document for some reason. So my apologies on, and maybe it's because it's so zoomed out.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
and it could be again because I'm looking at it on Zoom and not.
I think that's a good thing for me to consider, though, is how I definitely don't want people to come to the sales page and think it's just like a big document.
I'd really like it if it was more just stretched out. You know what I mean? So less of the white space, or like in radio we call it dead space, dead air on, like, you know, on the left and the right. So it's, your content is great. I just mean, you know what I mean? Like it's just in the middle, and then it's like a middle chunk on the left and a middle chunk on the right. That's really my only thing.
Oh, I like that. Thank you, Miss Angel. I appreciate that.
Sure. And again, that's just me. I have a specific kind of, you know, brand, so I know I'm not for everybody, but that's just my.
I appreciate it. And, you know, I think it's really important for, not only for me, but I think that it's a good critique. So maybe other folks will take that into consideration when they look at their own websites as well. So thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody else have any? Let's see. Color blocks in the background to separate the sections. That's a good idea, Greg. Thank you. I think that you're right. I think that would make things really pop. Kim says a buy button early on. Well, that's a good idea too, Kim. Let me see. Smart, Jen. Jen says to alternate the color for each section, which I think is a good idea too. Great job, guys. Really great. And also, I mean, I hope that whether you are watching the replay or you're here live, hopefully watching me throw my stuff out there will kind of maybe hopefully make it easier for you the next time you're either in a webinar setting like this, or the next time you're here, if you wanted to show us something on your website to kind of get some ideas. Because, you know, one thing that I really try to stress is I don't think of myself as like a guru by any means. I don't think that's really a great word anyway, but I do believe really strongly that in the community that I'm building, and I believe that we are all here to kind of help each other out on this crazy business roller coaster. So Angel says that she alternates colors of blocks on her landing page. Yeah, so it's a really popular idea. Jen says that's how she's been building all of her sites. Or I'm sorry, that's how she's been building sales with her new site. Yeah, Jen says it's really easy on her platform. She uses, is it still Affiliate Lead, Jen? Oh, Pixpa, that's right. That's right. Jen uses Pixpa to create her stuff. And she runs planningaddicts.com. Oh, nice, Greg. Greg says the guarantee box text should be fuller, which is a good point. You know, I didn't even think about that. And the great thing about my Thrive themes is that I do this, like this portion of it, I do it once, and then it goes on all my pages or my posts, everything I create. So every page that I have will have the same guarantee. That's really great. Okay, guys, any other thoughts? Feel free to like roast me. It's totally, you know, it's part of the game. All right, so I will go ahead and take all these into consideration. I really appreciate the time that you guys took to look over my stuff. And I'm so excited for all of you guys. Angel says the only thing I'm roasting you with is marshmallows. Laura says that she likes it. It's clean and easy to read. I really appreciate that, Laura. Thank you. It's, again, guys, I made this with Thrive Architect. But, you know, I really appreciate you saying that, Laura, because it's, I spent like, gosh, forever on this page. So, and in the same sense, it's really funny how, you know, you could spend like a week or maybe 3 weeks if you're me, tweaking things and putting files together and trying to brainstorm this really great pack. And then someone can look at your sales page and they can find things right off the bat that you didn't even think of because you've been looking at it for so long. So, I mean, that's really, really great, guys. And I really appreciate that, Laura. So Greg says that he loves Thrive. I do too. And it's so affordable. And it's like my business coach got me back into it. I was like anti-Thrive. So as you can see, my business coach helps me with everything because I'm like, because as most of you know, like I didn't like Trello and now I'm a big Trello person. I didn't like Thrive and now I'm a big Thrive person. I used to do Optimized Press before Thrive and it drove me bananas. Carol says this is an inspiring example. Well, thank you, Miss Carol. I appreciate that very much. All right, guys, we have about 5 more minutes here. So I just wanted to remind you guys, if you would like our free journal that we just created, please let me know. Please shoot me an email. I'll go ahead and drop my email back in the chat box for anyone who doesn't have it. And then we will get that over to you guys. For anyone who's listening to this replay, you guys will be able to grab a copy of that journal in our Paleos for Beginners Super Pack. Or if you watch our emails, we may have it as a freebie at some point in the near future. So we've got about 6 minutes left, and I will just continue talking so that anyone who is working on their PLR has that extra time to work on it. Anyone who, oh, sorry guys, suggestions for training topics for PLR. That's what I forgot to say. We've gotten some great suggestions over at Jen's Planning and Journal Facebook group, or Journaling and Planning for All Facebook group. But I'm taking suggestions on what you would like to see as far as using your PLR. Laura, so just so you know, and some of those others who may be a little bit newer to these meetings, while we do have meetings like this where we just kind of check in with each other and see what everybody's up to, we also have, sometimes we'll have expert guests come in to show us what they're doing and unique ways to use our PLR and things like that. Also, sometimes I'll do a training if someone asks for it, typically, and that would be like anything that I'm working on in my business, anything that somebody has questions on. So I am taking training requests. If anybody has any, please feel free to drop them in the chat box, or you can shoot me an email, and I'd love to hear from you. Anybody have anything else they want to talk about today? Because I kind of feel like I'm running out of stuff to talk about, but I don't want to end early because I feel bad for anyone who's, I know that we have some folks here who just use this time to like sit and work on their PLR, so I don't really want to end early because I know if it was me and I was working on my PLR, as soon as somebody like closed a meeting, I'd be like, whoop, I'm done with that today. No more working for me. Laura asks a great question. Laura asks if we have archives of our Power Hours. Yes, Laura, we definitely do. The easiest way to grab them would be on our YouTube channel, if I can even figure my life out. Oh, see, now you guys get to see all the stuff I watch on YouTube. Got a little bit of FBA stuff. I've got a little bit of crime stuff. I'm really also into like those 80s and 90s dramas that we used to watch, like what do they call it, like Sunday night movie night kind of things. But yeah, so this is our YouTube channel, Laura, and you can, it'll show these uploads, but if you go to play all, then you'll be able to see all of our expert guest trainings. That's a lie. If you click on the arrow, there we go, then you can see our expert guest trainings as well as the videos tab should have everything listed too. So we've got quite a bit. We've been doing this for almost a year now. Greg says, an idea for training is making covers for books. Oh yes, Greg, we can totally do that. And you know what? That's going to be super fast and super easy, and you're going to be so excited. Also, I should tell you that, and if you look over at useplr.com, our PLR to social media images also has, should have some tips in there on creating e-covers. But yeah, I will totally do that. Thank you, Greg. Sure, Laura, sure. Oh, and Jen says she can share how she does it too, which is great because Jen does a really good job. Yeah, Jen, that sounds wonderful. So will you be here next week, Jen? Do you think maybe we could do a picture? Maybe we could do a walkthrough of it then? Because I know the tool that I use to make like e-covers and stuff, so I'm gonna tell everybody about that, but I definitely want to let them see how you do it too, because I know that you're able to pump this stuff out pretty good. Okay, well, I will catch up with I'll catch up with you, Jen, and we will definitely oh, that's right, you're gonna be gone. That's right, I forgot. Yeah, we will definitely do that. Maybe we'll do that next week, Greg, and then maybe when Jen gets back, we'll have her do it too. So maybe she'll show us how to like really do it. Okay, sure. Sounds great, Jen. Jen says she'll share it at any time for us, so I really appreciate that. All right, Greg, so we will do it next week, Greg. And all right, guys, so this is Rachel Youngston from WholeFoodPLR.com and UsePLR.com. If you guys need anything between this week and next week, reach out to me, please, at rachel@useplr.com. Other than that, have a wonderful day. I'm really glad to check in with everybody today. I hope everybody has a wonderful week.